So you want to make some dank sparkling water. Damn, that's good.
Oh, that's that good shit.
Or as the cameraman said when I poured him a glass. So, a few steps, pretty simple. Step number one is, of course, starting with high quality water. Normal tap water is going to taste like garbage. Unless you're very fortunate to live in a place that has good tasting tap water. You want to get an RO system.
What the f does that mean?
RO standing for reverse osmosis. It's one of the most cost-effective ways to purify your water. And you get pretty much just water on the other end. Now, the system normally fits underneath your sink. If you have your own home, you can definitely drill the spigot here into the counter. But if you're renting an apartment, obviously you don't want to drill. So they do have other systems that are like countertop, etc. But reverse osmosis is the key. But what you'll notice is with reverse osmosis water, it tastes kind of flat. It doesn't taste that great. So what you want to do is you want to add this remineralization filter. And it actually adds certain minerals back to the water that's going to make it taste much more like spring water, which is really tasty. It tastes really good. A lot of these newer homes are also routed in a way where that RO system will go to the spigot, but it will also go to your fridge. So in my fridge, I can pop out this thing and pour some water right here. Just like that. Huh. And this water is just as clean, just as pure as the water coming out of the spigot, but it's not cold enough. So if I were to take water from here, fill in my SodaStream or Aarke bottle of choice, and go to my carbonating machine, it's not going to actually taste as good. Because you want the coldest water possible, because this is now just like physics, right? And energy. So a colder drink is going to have less energy. It's going to actually allow the water to absorb more carbon dioxide that gives you that nice, tasty, bubbly feeling, versus if it's room temperature. But the thing is, if you fill this up using just the fridge water, it's not going to be as cold versus taking the water, putting it in the fridge for a few hours, and then once that cools, you carbonate that. So that's key. So it doesn't really matter in this case because we're going to cool it in the fridge anyway, whether you fill it up from the kitchen spigot at room temperature or you fill it in here. I personally go to the kitchen spigot. It's faster, flows the higher flow rate, and then I will cool down the bottle flat. Once it is cooled, then we go to the carbonator. You can use a SodaStream. I like the Aarke just because the design is a little bit more aesthetic. And then they say you can give 3 pulses. Once you hear that the sound change when it starts leaking, that's when you want to let go. You do that 3 times. And if you're feeling naughty, you can do a 4th one too.
Yeah, boy.
And then you pour and enjoy. I've been a bit of a sparkling water aficionado for a few years. I started with Kirkland, the Costco brand. It's actually really good sparkling water, but it's coming in these plastic bottles. Not ideal. San Pellegrino, Perrier, I just don't think it's that good, honestly. And then I upgraded to Topo Chico, comes in these glass bottles, but has really high concentrations of PFUAs, which you don't want. Well, I shouldn't say really high, but higher than the recommended allowances. That's what made me look at some alternatives because, of course, I want to prioritize health. And this, I've actually done taste tests with not just me, but for other people who come to my house. We'll take Topo Chico out of the fridge, put them in these glasses, and compare it to my sparkling water. And what most people will agree on is that the flavor of this sparkling water is actually a little bit better. So say it's a 10 out of 10 in flavor. Topo Chico is a 9 out of 10 in flavor. But the carbonation of Topo Chico is a little bit higher. It's a little bit better. So carbonation of Topo Chico is a 10 out of 10. This would be a 9 out of 10. So still top tier stuff. It's going to be a lot more affordable because you're getting your own cartridges. There's an upfront cost of the machine, but in the long run, way cheaper than buying Topo Chico, which is like $1 per bottle. Then you go through a few bottles every day. Adds up. That's how you make some of the best tasting sparkling water right at home. And if you want your own Aarke Carbonator 3 or SodaStream, check out the links in the description. It helps support the channel. Much love, my friends, and happy drinking. Oh, that's good stuff.